Welcome back to what will be another episode in the series of Last Chance Saloon Pickups. Now, a few months back, I did a video looking at this here Britain's toy catalogue. And when we got to the section regarding the military, I had so many wonderful flashbacks to childhood. And I knew there and then I would be getting some of these back in my collection. So, as you can imagine, I have gone ahead and tried to recreate my childhood. Now, I should point out that actually, for the past at least decade or so, I have had some Britons in my possession. So I got these paratroopers around about 10, 12 years ago because I had these as a child and loved having them, and I actually forgot all about them. So these were already in my collection, so thankfully did not need to rush out to try and find these. And I believe there were only 4 made in this series. They are looking somewhat dusty, but very happy to have found them again, so did not need to go out looking for them. But as far as World War II is concerned, that's a whole different story. Now, to start things out, I had said I want to get the same soldiers and vehicle I had as a kid. So I was lucky enough to find a lot whereby they were not one, but 2 brand new sets of World War II soldiers. We have the British and the Germans. Now, obviously, these boxes have seen way better days, but as far as I can tell, the figures have never been removed from the packaging. I, of course, will be removing them at some point, but I thought to myself, okay, I've got this now. All I need to do is get the German motorcycle and sidecar and the mortar crew from the British side, and I'll be done. So, here we go. Here is the motorcycle and sidecar exactly as I remember it. And this is a really nice example. So I was very happy to get this. So then I began searching for the mortar crew, and obviously I have one, but it came as part of a lot. So let me just show you first up the mortar crew. So this was a wonderful toy as a kid, and the spring is still there. So if I could ever find the small plastic mortars, we could have a bit of fun with that. But this is a pretty good example. And in all honesty, this is probably as good a condition as the one I had as a kid, because, you know, for the most part, I kept pretty good care of my toys. So to get one in this condition made me very happy. But as I said, this was part of a lot. And it also came with the American mortar crew. I never had any Americans as a kid, so to see these close up was pretty nice, but this has posed a slight dilemma. We'll get to that shortly. Also included in the lot, the German rocket launching crew, something I never had as a kid. So my initial thinking was, well, because I never had these as a kid, I can sell these and get some money back. But wait, there's more. This lot, which so far has included the 3 mortar crews, also included a bunch of British soldiers here, some of which I think were not included in that packet shown above, or I could be wrong here. Maybe it's the Germans I'm thinking about, but we have more British fighters there. But finally, in this one lot are more Germans. Let me bring the camera down here. More Germans, some of which definitely were not included in this packet, one being this grenade launching German. So we now have a rather large selection of British and German figures. Now, as I said earlier, I thought to myself, I'll sell most of this and just keep the one item from this lot I needed. But then, you know, curiosity or OCD set in, and I thought to myself, well, we have this American mortar crew. What if we get some more Americans? So, of course, went onto eBay and found a rather nice lot with one slightly disappointing element. Let me get these out of the way first. We've got a lot to address here. So the lot of Americans I picked up looks like this. So I think this covers every configuration of American soldier that Britain's gave us, but the way the eBay listing was pictured, I couldn't see all of the bases, and unfortunately one of the bases is the older style sort of sand color, and my OCD is just going off the charts with this because all the other figures have the green base, and this one is coming in with a sand colored base. Now I did have a few sand colored based soldiers as a kid because I got some of them handed down to me. So it's not the end of the world, but it just looks so out of place when compared to everything else. So now we've got an American army. I thought, okay, let's just go for it. So I thought, we need some Japanese. So finally, another lot came in containing the Japanese soldiers. Try and move these out the way. So we have the Japanese, and I think that's all the different configurations that Britain's gave us for the Japanese army, and everything is there, present and correct. Even the swordsman's, his sword is still there, not broken off. So as you can see, it's a rather large assortment now, and I'm sure it's going to look fantastic on display. Now, one last thing came in the other day, and this absolutely concludes my Britain's collecting, and that is something I mentioned on the video looking at this, and that is the two-man sub, which I remember fondly as a kid. And there's that sort of lipstick or cat's penis tip to the end of it there. This one is in really good condition, and in actual fact, I don't even think the one I had as a kid had the divers, because again, something that was handed down to me. I mean, these things are ancient at this point in time. I'm trying to see a date here. Not seeing it immediately, but this is the two-man submarine. Obviously, it doesn't fit in with the rest of the sort of wartime selection, but to get it again does indeed make me very happy. So there you have it. That is the extent of my Britain's soldiers collection. So I was not expecting to end up with a collection quite this size, but now that I see it here, it's going to make for a wonderful display, and the memories that I have playing with these, it's just so nice to have that all come flooding back again. So there you go. I am now done collecting Britain's soldiers. So please let me know in the comments, are you a fan of Britain's soldiers, and did you have them as a kid? But as always, thank you for watching. Please like the video, share the video, make sure you're subscribed. I will see you next time looking at all things 80s.